Hi, it's Kelly here from spiritualawakeningsigns.com, and we have our next global energy shift update. So what we're talking about here is what we're seeing with all the dramatic changes that are going on in the world, how it's affecting us energetically and spiritually, because it really, really is. We'll talk about how it's affecting us, and we've got a free meditation for you at the end of the video with some energy healing just to help address some of the issues that we're talking about. So we've got you covered. Stay tuned until the end. So let's get into what we're seeing happening right now. So the first thing that's been coming up, particularly over the last month, even a little bit of November too, is a lot of heart chakra stuff. So there's a lot of broken heart energy coming to the surface. You might have noticed this. This shows up with issues around betrayal, around being let down, lack of trust, even sadness and unexpressed tears. So you might find that you're kind of thinking back to old relationships that you had. You might think back to things that have happened in the past. Maybe you're even feeling a little bit lonely. There's a lot of really heavy energy there that's coming up from the heart space to be cleared, and it's quite challenging, I see, for people to move through because it's very emotional when it comes up. So just be kind to yourself if that's starting to show up for you, because it really is en masse, for all of us going through awakening. That energy is being purged. If it's in there, it'll be getting purged. The other thing that's coming up right now is there's a really chaotic, stressed energy going on. Now, that's not unusual for this time of year. Everyone's busy, everybody's trying to get a million things done in the time frame that they've got. It's strange because it doesn't feel as if there's quite enough time. There's, everything seems to be moving quite quickly, and all of that makes it feel very stressed. The challenge with that is that we might be stressed ourselves, but we're also very sensitive light workers, and when we're in and around crowds of people, we're in and around other people who are stressed, we absorb all the stress, we take it all on in our systems, and we become quite congested. The problem with that is that when we get congested energetically, it tends to go for the crown chakra. It causes blocks in the crown chakra, and this of course is your connection to source. So you need that, you really need that at a time like this, and it's a lot of your intuitive guidance too. So what we ultimately have going on is that we have a block in the heart space and we have a block in the crown chakra. Now, the problem with that is that as the energy moves up through your system that should regulate and maintain all your chakras in your energetic system, it's moving up to the heart space, it's getting blocked, it doesn't quite get to move through to take care of your energy to maintain all of that, and worse still, it then doesn't get any further up into these higher chakras. So it kind of stops you getting to the higher chakras. Things like your intuitive abilities, your psychic sense, your awareness, and of course your crown chakra, which is your connection to source. So it can actually, at the moment, really leave us feeling quite cut off, and our energy is definitely going to be imbalanced as a result of that. It's quite a big block in the energy system. Now, we released a video of our statement of intent and commitment just recently, just a few months ago, where we talked about how we were going to support you spiritually, and we reduced some of our meditations that we felt were the most important ones that you might need in awakening, so that they were accessible to everyone. So we're going to be adding to that. We've got 2 more today that we're going to be adding, and I've picked ones in particular that are directly related to the challenges that we're going through right now. So I feel that these should be the most helpful. So I'll talk you through them and then we'll get into the meditation. So we've got the heart pain healing. Now this has probably been our most popular energy healing meditation. It will help you to heal the broken heart, unblock the heart chakra, which is what we need right now, and it will help to promote love, connection and trust. So really healing some of the wounds that are in there. It is great if you are feeling brokenhearted, lonely, you're thinking about past relationships, you might be feeling sad, or you're just struggling to trust. That broken heart energy isn't just about, your relationship with a partner. It can be relationships in family, it can be with friends, it can even be with co-workers. It's that sense of being let down and hurt. That's really what's coming up. And that meditation is a great way to really clear a lot of it in bulk rather than having to work through every tiny little issue. And of course, it's bringing in some of that positive energy to heal the heart at the same time. And the other meditation that we are reducing the price on and releasing today is the Christ Connection. Now, this is a non-denominational thing. It's not religious. We're using the Christ consciousness energy, which is a really, really high vibrational energy. And it's really a meditation to help you to have safe interactions. So it's going to open the crown chakra. It's going to clear all of that. It's going to strengthen your connection to source, but it also is a meditation that you can use that will guide you through connecting to anyone that you choose energetically and spiritually. So you could choose your angels, your guides, ascended masters, maybe even someone who's passed on. This is what you use to facilitate that connection. And what it does is it not only protects the connection and makes sure that you connect in a way that is safe and that is protected. It also makes sure that you are guided through the process. So if you find it a little bit difficult to connect, this is a great way to do it, and it's universal. You just use it anytime you want to connect to someone. You hold them in your mind and you get guided through the process. So it's really, really helpful if you're feeling a little bit disconnected. And of course, it's tackling that blocked crown chakra too. So if you don't have either of those meditations, that's okay. The meditation we're about to do will still have a beneficial effect, no doubt. But if you have one or both of the meditations, what you'll find is that it's best to use them first, then come back and do this meditation, because what it's then going to do is use them as standalone and then build on them. And when you build on them and we use this kind of bridging meditation, it kind of changes the frequency entirely. So you're supercharging the effectiveness by making them work together. It turns into something a little bit different. So it's all about today unblocking that heart chakra, really trying to clear the heart chakra, the crown chakra, and then in this meditation we're going to be kick-starting that flow of energy again to really get it moving up through the system so that you're connected and you're regulated, your energies are maintained, and you'll feel a little bit more energized too. And it's just ensuring that everything is clear, getting those higher chakras back in action and working properly. And you should be able to see how these all work on top of each other. You know, you can use them separately or you can bridge them together to become a whole new thing. So let's get into the meditation. Now, if you've never tried any of our meditations before, all you need to do is relax. You just relax. Now, I work with a collection of high vibrational spirit guides who are dedicated to helping us on the awakening pathway. And when we go to work like this, all you need to do is hold the intention that you are giving them permission to begin working with your energy, and they will work on your behalf for your highest and best good. And the fantastic thing about these meditations is that it's not just a kind of blanket meditation, you know, that's just the same for everyone. The guides will go to work on your behalf and they will specifically tailor the healing, the adjustments, the activations to you and your energy. So it's particularly helpful in awakening if you find that you've tried other meditations, you've tried other things, maybe you get ungrounded, maybe you have a negative reaction, maybe it doesn't work so well. This is the way to tackle that. The guides will do it perfectly for you, just like a one-to-one session. So all you need to do is relax and we will guide you through the process. So I invite you now to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath, just signalling to the body and the energy system that this is your time for healing. And holding the intention that you give permission to the guides to begin working with your energy for your highest and best good. Okay, so first of all, I think what we need to do is move the congestion that's in the energy system. We've picked up a lot of congestion from other people with all the stress that's going on. So that's really having an effect in these energies moving up through the chakra system. So let's clear that now. Let's remove and release any energetic congestion. First of all, energetic congestion that doesn't belong to you, that you've picked up and absorbed from others around you, from the world around you. Just take a nice deep breath and really let that go. Allow that to dissipate from your energy and your system. And I see a lot of this energetic congestion is moving up through the crown. Actually, it's really starting to clear already. Just allow that to move. You may feel an awareness of the crown and the heart chakra. You may not. It's still working very, very deeply. Whether your system really gives you an insight into that or not is okay. And I also see that a lot of this congestion is moving along the spine. And that is challenging because when it kind of sticks to the spine, what it's really doing is sticking to your core chakra alignment. They move up through the spine, the chakras, so it affects them in a big way. So allowing that to be released now. Good. Let's also restart the flow of energy through all your major chakras in the central column. Activating and aligning that now. Allow that energy to move up through your chakras, energizing and maintaining each chakra as it makes its way up to the crown, through the crown chakra and up to source, so that you're divinely connected. Let's also ask that connection between each and every main chakra of your system is reconnected now. That there is clarity in their communication. That the energy flows with ease. And that all main chakras are maintained. Just take a deep breath whenever you feel you want to assist that energy in shifting. You might feel inclined here and there. Just trust your soul to guide you. Let's also strengthen that connection to source. So just reconnecting that crown chakra to source, strengthening the connection that's there. Allowing communication from you to source and from source to you so that you can receive divine wisdom and insight. So that you can be divinely guided as you move through your daily life. See that we're receiving a download also. The guides are bringing in this higher vibration into the crown chakra. So just take a moment to absorb that higher frequency in the crown chakra as it cleanses, clears, and realigns your connection to source. And I see that that connection is so high and so high vibrational that actually it naturally reawakens the third eye chakra too, affecting the pineal gland. Wonderful. So just give yourself a moment to come back around, to open your eyes when you feel ready. And we don't tend to slowly bring you out of the meditation, because what the guides have really made me understand is that there's no difference between you living your daily life and you meditating or receiving energy healing. It's all one world. So there's no need to come out of one world to step into the next. You just open your eyes and you take that high vibrational energy with you throughout your day. I hope that you've enjoyed this meditation. You can take a look below if you are interested in getting any of the other meditations. They're at a special offer price. And have a fantastic day and a wonderful time at the holidays. Thanks.